If Jay was here right now, life would be so different.
Cupid is the judge, so I must testify. I don't move a budge, I'll stand by you for life. All my life. When you die is when I die. I sometimes wonder why we argue and fight and quickly make things right. Probably cause we gotta grow more over time. It'd be real love without a rough night. Can't feel these drugs, but I feel your eyes when you look at mine. Things feel alright. It's dark outside, you're always alive.
You guys know this is like one of my favorites. Literally. This will always be one of my favorite songs. Just as he was so confident making it, I was like, okay, Dad.
Hit the town, money bands, count 50, put it all in a bag, then bring it with me. Walk around town, blowing money back, condo downtown, for special occasions. Spin me round, put money on the floor, then lay me down. Run it round, take a break and go another round. Bet she ever had, yeah, I'm from a different round. She broke me out of hell, yeah, I know she an angel.
I feel like I should go on live at some point. Just don't cry if I do, okay?
Flying through Hollywood hills, put on time and run off pills. She helps me sit still when I'm not on supermoto. Well, hands on my handlebars, found a grow. Remind me of you, still can't part willies like you. Spin me round, put money on the floor, then lay me down. Run it round, take a break, go another round. Bet she ever had, yeah, I'm from a different round. She broke me out of hell, yeah, I know she an angel. I can't play that song cause it reminds me of you. I can't watch that show cause it reminds me of you.
You guys, when he first made this song, Leroy was not on it. He went to the studio with Dr. Luke because he's the one that made this song, and actually Jared wanted to switch up the lyrics, and he was supposed to, and he always just freestyled. I guess they had like a vibe down that they wanted him to do. I remember him being kind of frustrated because he wanted to just do what he wanted to do. And this is the same day, you guys can see us when we were followed around all day. We went and looked at a house. You guys came back to our hotel. This is when I threw like a nut at him and it hit his titty, and like he threw a nut at me and it hit my knuckle, and I'm like, fuck, you hit my knuckle, and he's like, you hit my titty, and then I laughed really hard because it was really funny. And like he talks about like how he loves me and how we met and all these things. And I'm like stuffing my face with fries because we just got a fucking flight, like a fucking 20-hour flight. So anyways, I remember that night he went to the studio, and actually the next day we had to go to the Billboard Awards, which we had no clue about. So he's in the studio, and he's texting me, and like his vibe's off. He's like, I just feel weird. I just feel weird. And I was like, well, what do you want me to come there? Like, what's up? And I felt completely fine. Nothing wrong, like you guys can see all day, completely fine. Out of nowhere, I was laying in bed, and I just start projectile vomiting, like, to the point, like, I have a problem where if I start throwing up, I take, it's something, like it's not Zofran, it's something. They put it underneath your tongue, so you stop throwing up. I can't think of what it's called right now. But I always had, like, a shit ton of them, like, because I get car sick. Every time I was in the car, plane, whatever it was, I had to be asleep, and I had to take that medicine. So I actually had ran out of that medicine. And I'm throwing up. And actually, weird, because I haven't talked to him in a very, very long time, but I'm on the phone. Jared's like, I'm calling the ambulance, and, like, because I was a mess. Like, I don't know where this just starts happening. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, and we end up, I'm on the floor. When I don't feel good, I, like, go straight to the shower. Sorry, my stuff fucked up. I, like, go every time I just go straight to the shower and, like, try to make myself feel better. I just couldn't stop throwing up. So, and now I'm, like, just gagging. There's nothing else coming out. He called Chris, and Chris came up and got me, and, like, I'm just literally able to put on, like, the rope kind of around me, and, like, he, like, helps me, like, tie it, like, I'm, like, laying on the ground, like, still throwing up, and next thing you know, the ER people are there, and they, like, take me out of the hotel, put me in the ambulance. I go to the ER with it, like, by the time I got to the ER, he's there, him and Big Hen. And we were in there till, like, 7 a.m. And, you know, they gave me my medication. They were like, we don't know what happened. Maybe you're just overstressed, da-da-da. And I wasn't. I was chilling. Me and Jared, like, honestly felt like, because he was so stressed. And, like, he was telling me he didn't like what he was doing. But he was just so stressed that, like, and not telling me he was, like, extra stressed. I just could tell. I think, like, just because our bodies were entwined, like, and he just, like, it was, like, perfect. He was able to get out of, like, there and, like, all this crazy shit, and then, like, stay with me in the fucking ER till 7. We go back to the hotel. I sleep till 12. We had to push back the PJ, push it back till 2, get on the PJ, go to Vegas, get off, go straight to, like, Saks or, like, Barney's. I pick out his outfit, then pick out my outfit. I don't have my makeup done. Obviously, you guys, like, no, he wouldn't let me wear makeup either way. Put my glasses on, didn't do my hair, had my hair up, like, in a mess of a thing. And he won, like, Best New Artist. And it was just so crazy because we didn't even know. Like, and, like, his mom was out there, and it was just, like, such a great vibe. Like, but I remember, like, being so sick, though, that, like, I was, like, he was mad at me that I didn't go on stage. And I was like, I was so caught up in the moment that you won, and, like, watching you move and go up there and, like, just be. I just stood. I remember standing up, like, I'm in the middle of, like, the fucking thing, like, so proud. Like, I couldn't move. I was frozen. And he was like, why didn't you come up? Da 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 da. And I'm like, baby, like, I was in awe. Like, I was in awe. Like, I was so proud of you and in awe. Like, I couldn't. I just had to stay where I was and watch it happen in real life, because little did I know it'd be the only thing that, like, he'd be able to win, like, physically. And, like, I'm so glad I took that moment instead of, like, walking up and being up there and, like, looking at it from a different point of view. I was able to, like, just watch him and see him be, and I was like, That's my baby. But yeah, him and then Leroy got on it after he passed away, so that like it was just kind of like family vibes. It's just like a crazy story. I know that it like sounds not much to you guys, but if you knew the effect of like what was really like going on and how like it went from like how I'm fine right now to literally if you just like I'm right here and then I start fucking throwing up to the point where I'm like the ER is coming and I hate going to I can't, especially now. No. So yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was a crazy like 16 hours. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is this happening? And what I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. Where's the album? You guys, I'm pretty sure Bibby answered that for you. Again, I will know about things how I know about things. I mean, at the end of the day, I honestly was in such a fucking... Some things have happened that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I've been nothing but peaceful and kind and like